Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble host, True and Living. And let me give a shout out to Sinclair. Shout out to Sinclair dealing with a blizzard. Check in. And let me hit the warning for her. My buttons are not working. Already dealing with technical difficulties. But we are here. And we're here to talk about a woman who is talking about why men are no longer interested in women like they used to be. Men are not, enamored with them like they used to be. They're not, dedicating their lives and dedicating their happiness, dedicating their peace, dedicating their overall quality of life to women like they used to. Men back in the days, men back in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, a lot of those men, they sacrificed their peace. They sacrificed a lot. And I'm not saying that women didn't sacrifice as well. Women did sacrifice as well. But a lot of those men, they were willing to put their lives on the line for those women that they married, that they cared for, that they had kids with. They were willing to lay down their lives. They were willing to, work a back-breaking job to take care of that woman and those children, for 30, 40 years. We're not seeing that like we used to. We're not seeing the connection like we used to. There's a separation, of course there's the gender war, but ultimately this woman is breaking down why men are no longer, enamored, dedicating their lives to women like they used to. She's breaking it down, and this video has since gone viral. It's on worldstarhiphop, where this woman was talking about it. Let's get into the video and talk about the overall message. Do you guys agree with her message? What she was trying to convey? Let's get into it and let's talk about what she was ultimately breaking down. Let's get right into it.
There's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. You don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever.
I agree with her on that point. There is no more imagination. Because back in the day, let's be honest, when we were growing up, there was no Facebook. There was no Instagram. There was no, even a time before MySpace, which people don't even remember. They don't remember a time before MySpace. Everything is online now. You got girls with OnlyFans pages. You got girls half naked on the Instagram. They doing all types of things. They just all over the place and showing everything. Everything's out for the open. Everything's for sale. Where are we at today? Where are we at society? Shout out to Sinclair. She says, like, subscribe, turn on the notification, and share the content. Also, join the chat. She also says, they don't seem like an asset. They seem like a hindrance today. Too high maintenance. I agree. This is the modern state of a lot of women, and they're just all over the place. But let's continue what she's saying here. She's on to something here.
It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7.
And she's making a lot of sense here. You're half naked. You're out here, you're wilding out all times of the night, And that's another thing she brought up. She talking about, the women that are drinking and smoking and popping the perks and doing all this, where are the ladies at? Where are the women? The ladies, that's not ladylike to want to fit in with the men. You want to be in all the smoke clouds. You want to drink as much as Henny as the boys do. You want to drink as much tequila, Casamigos as the boys do. You want to be in every smoke session. Where is the ladylike? Where is the femininity? Where is that at? And then you're wondering why men are not throwing their lives away and saying, I'm going to stay with this woman. I'm going to provide for this woman. I'm going to settle down with this woman. We're not seeing that because a lot of men are seeing women that don't have wife qualities. Let's talk about it. Wife qualities. Let's continue.
On the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of
and that's another thing, she's talking about how a lot of women have a sense of entitlement. A sense of entitlement, with their hand out. They're not, what are they actually bringing to the table? A lot of women, they're not, and I'm not saying, well, we're not, and remember, this is not a channel that we like to generalize all women. I don't like to generalize all women. I don't like to make general statements. This message doesn't pertain to every woman. I don't want women to see this and think that it pertains to every single woman, but it is a sector of this generation that is entitled, that have their hands out, that, there's women right now that they are refusing to go 50-50 with a man. Are you kidding me? Women that are refusing to go 50-50 with a man, not realizing that, listen, man, in today's society, if you're not making, bank, if you're not in that top high, and I hate to sound like Kevin Samuels here, but if you're not in those high, that 1% of earners, those high earners, listen, you're going to need somebody to settle down with and go half with, And I'm not saying that, y'all gotta go half and half on everything. I'm not saying that, y'all gotta go half on the mortgage, half on the bills, half on the car payments, half on this, half on. I'm not saying that, but you should be able to meet your man halfway. If he's paying that mortgage, you should be able to pay some of those electric bills. You should be able to pay some of those bills. You should be able to help out with that car insurance. You should be able to do that. Work a part-time. You should be able to meet your man halfway, but we don't see that in today's generation. We don't see women that want to, meet men halfway. They don't want to meet men halfway anymore. Why is that? Sinclair says, yeah, but make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that comment button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to what she was talking about, though.
Y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no.
That's another thing. I'm sorry, but I agree with a lot of her points. A lot of these women in today's generation, not all of them, again, we're not making general statements, but there is a sector, and this is the sector that I'm talking about, a sector of women that I'm talking about. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't have people skills, social skills. A lot of them, they're antisocial. They want to get by on their looks. If someone thinks that they're pretty, they want to be able to manipulate that situation and have it go their way. But there's not a lot of people skills. There's not a lot of social skills. Being able to network, being able to hold a conversation, being able to, talk fluently, brings, some type of intellectual conversation. A lot of women, a sector, do not have that. They don't have the people skills. They don't know how to hold a conversation. A man walks up to them and tries to get to know them. And he's just asking, basic questions, and she doesn't know how to keep a conversation fluent and flowing, free flowing. That happens. Let's continue. Let's get back to it.
Originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And
that's another thing, you know, women fall into that sector of, you know, like, honestly, when you put on, respectfully, and this is not a general statement. This is, again, to a sector. When you put on those eyelashes, when you put on that, you know, when you get that BBL surgery, you know, you get that, you know, you get your girls worked on, you know what I mean? Your girls worked on. You get your lip fillers. When you get that, you know, that IG model look, what are you hoping to accomplish? Are you hoping to accomplish to find a man to, to sponsor you? Like, what are you hoping to accomplish with that look when you look like 75 other girls? You look like 100 other girls in the community. You look like 100, you know, you go to anywhere. You go to Miami, you go to Los Angeles, you go to all the pop, New York. There's 100 girls that look like you. There's no originality to your flow, to your flavor. Your look is generic. From the lip fillers to the BBL to the surgeries, it's a generic look. And most men, when they see that look, you know, they only, you know, attracted to that in a sexual manner. They're not attracted to anything, any other aspect of you. They're not, you know, attracted to your intellect. They're not attracted to your goals. They're not attracted to your personality. They're just attracted to that look. So when they bag you, when they get your number, they're already, you know, ready to use you as some type of sex toy. They're already ready to use you as some type of, you know, an object for sexual gratification. They're not looking at you in a manner of, oh, I want to wife this woman. I want to have children with this woman. I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman. They're looking at you as an object, as sexual gratification. Because you have the look of 1,000 other women that look like that. You know? Let's continue.
I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay. They're sassy. No, they're not.
Sinclair says, I have girlfriends that have rosters. They meet a man and they do research on them. It's crazy. You know, that does happen. I mean, listen, man. I've heard all the stories. And, you know, it does happen. Women do have rosters. Men do have, you know, about three. Like, I've always said this, you know, and I've told my friends this, and I've told my boys this, and we have these types of discussions. You know, women have a man for everything. In today's generation, women have a man for every single thing that you can think of. They have a man that's going to give them the D, right? They have a man that they're going to, you know, use him for food. You know, maybe if they want to go out one night, you know, he'll fund that. He'll pay for them. He'll pay for the girl and her friends to go out. They have a man for that, right? They have one man that they possibly want to be in a relationship with, right? So they have men for different things. They have men for different things. They're going to use this one man for his money. They're going to use one man for his D. They're going to use one man because he may be a potential sponsor. He may be a potential man that's going to wife her. There's another man. They have a roster of men, right? A roster, like Sinclair said, a roster of men that they have in their phones, that they are using, that they are manipulating for whatever they want to use them for. Sinclair also says, what happened to building an empire, the long game? That's a good question. We're not seeing that from women today. We're not seeing women want to, you know, be in it for the long haul. We're seeing a lot of women, and we're not generalizing all women. We're talking about a sector. Have to keep saying that. But you see a lot of women, they, you know, the fact that women don't want to go 50-50 anymore, that's crazy. That's, to me, that's crazy that women in today's generation, women, come on now. Y'all see the price, y'all see the price of food is going up in the grocery stores. The cost of living is high. It costs money to raise a child. It costs money to build a home. Are you telling me in today's generation, where the cost of living is high and all of these things are immeasurable, right? That you in 2024 cannot work with a man to build a home? You would rather go out here and sleep with this man, sleep with that man, sleep with that man, get whatever monetary gain you can get from that situation instead of settling down with a man. That's what women are doing today. We see it. And she said something very eloquent here. Let me get back to that because she was talking about how, you know, women are calling men sassy and yada, yada, yada. Let's get back. Let me see what she said about that.
I'm starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay. They're sassy. No, they're not.
That's another thing that women run to. You know, they love running to that excuse of why men are not, you know, cuffing them, or why men are not interested, or why men are not doing this, or why men are not doing that for them. That's the main excuse. It's either he's, you know, gay or he's sassy. Oh, you sassy. Oh, women, they have these things that they I know you guys have seen it. I wish I should have had it pulled up, but it's like, you know, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, and then somebody will ask a woman, what do you think is sassy that a man does? And a woman will bring up the most nonsensical things. I've heard it all, from men having V-necks to men wearing ankle socks to men blocking a woman. Think about it. A man blocking a woman. A man is saying, you know what? I don't want to deal with this woman. She keeps texting me. She keeps bothering me. Let me block her. Women have deemed that sassy. But when a man is blowing your phone up, when a man is constantly trying to get in touch with you and you don't want nothing to do with him, you hit that block button with impunity. You are able to, I know you file that police report. You get your you file that police report. You get your the protection order. He ain't supposed to be within 200 feet from you. You know, you do all of that. But a man can't say, you know what, let me block this woman because she's doing too much and I don't want nothing to do with her. A man can't do that. A man can't decide to block a woman so he don't want nothing to do with. Women run to that. They run to oh, he's gay, he's sassy. That's why he does that. That's why he's like that. That's why I'm not getting cuffed up. That's why I'm not getting married. That's why I can't date right now, because men are sassy. Stop it. It's you. Let's talk about it. Let's get back into it.
They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can't say he has.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Sinclair. I wish Jadero and Reese was in here, because this was exactly what I was telling them that day. Remember that discussion that we had, Sinclair? And we was talking about Sexy Red, and I was trying to explain to them. I was trying to explain to them to them two dudes that that Sexy Red is not the type of girl you want to be with. Sexy Red is not the type of woman you want to cuff, you know, because she's not exclusive. She got her, you know, her vagina wall plastered all over the internet. She got her behind now. She's not exclusive to no one. Look what she promotes. Look what she does. Look at how she acts. She's getting smashed on. You know, she has a sex tape She gets smashed on the internet. Every video, she's shaking her behind. Men want exclusivity. Men want, they don't want everyone to know that their girl's a freak. They want to be the only one that knows that their girl is a freak. They want exclusivity. But you got men like, respectfully, shout out to them. Those my niggas, man. Jadaro and Reese. Gotta call them out. That, they wanna, they want, they don't want the filet mignon. They don't want the 5-star meal. They don't want the they don't want the 5-star meal. They want the, they want a little, dollar menu, McDonald's, They want the, they want the moldy, chicken wings in 7-Eleven. They want that. They want to bust that down, they want the Little Caesars $5 box. That's what they want. That's what they looking for. That's what Sinclair says they were on board to hit it and quit it. Exactly. That's what they were trying to do. They wasn't, I highly doubt that they would have cuffed Sexy Red. Come on now.
Had or can have. Simple as that.
Let's run that back one more time. But she had a lot of points. She had a lot of points that I was agreeing with. She had a lot of points. And it's by no mistake, most of the things that she was saying were things that I was saying. Most of the things that she was conveying were the same messages that I was talking about, the things that I was saying. From that discussion. But let's run that back one more time.
Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird.
Sinclair says they want gas station sushi.
Because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with?
That's what they wanted, they wanted, they wanted that, the gas station sushi. That's what they wanted, They don't want a 5-star meal. They were trying to sell a dream on Sexy Red, man. Sexy Red, she represents, a lot of modern women, or a sector of them. She represents, a sector of a lot of modern women today. That, they just want to turn up. They want a bottle of Casamigos. They want to have dumpster sex with some dude they meet in a club. They're not trying to build. Like, let me ask y'all this. Anybody that's in the rebroadcast and anybody that's in the live chat, who is Sexy Red's baby daddy? Does he have a business? Is he educated?
Today's world.
Is he a man of value? Does he have his own, corporation? Who is he? Is he just, just some dusty dude from the hood? Who is he? Look at who she's laying down with. Listen, you attract what you are. You attract what you are. Look at, it's by no mistake that Sexy Red is laid up with who she's laid up with and having a baby by who she's having a baby with. You attract what you are. Right? Let's get back into what she was talking about, because she had a lot of facts in here.
Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are
Sinclair said, I'd be her friend. She's questioning new girl code. Yeah, the girl code is detrimental to women. It's not helping women. It doesn't work. The new girl code doesn't work for women. The new girl code is going to get all women that follow that code, is going to get you being a single mother, broke in America, driving a car that's probably 20 years too old, that's broken down on bald tires, that needs an oil change, and and the trainee about finished. That's what the new girl code is going to get a lot of women. It's going to have broke in America, with 3 kids, never wife down, no man want to settle, dude's just going to pump and dump you, nobody's going to settle with you. That's what the new girl code is going to get women. So it's going to get them.
realistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 20.
And you see that. You see, like honestly, when you watch a lot of these, you know, these women's stories, and you see how women are in the clubs and with their homegirls. I mean, they turning up more than the dudes. I mean, it used to be back in the day. It used to be the boys would turn up. You would see like the boys turning up. They'd get a bottle and they'd go to the club, and you know they wilding out in the club. You don't see that like you used to. You see more girls doing that. The girls want to be men now. The girls want to turn up like the men. They out drinking the men now. They turning up the bottles of Casamigos, taking it to the head. Take it to the head. Woo! Remember that song? Take it. I mean, that's what they doing now. And it's detrimental to women. It's not helping women. They got to get out of that lifestyle, you know? You could be settling down with a man at the prime of your life. That's what women, and that's what a lot of women are doing. You know, instead of settling down and finding a quality man in the prime of their life, they're not doing that. They want to turn up. They want to pop out to all the events. They want to turn up, wild out, and they want to waste all their prime years on some dude that just want to play games with them, that want to D them down and go to all the parties with them. And eventually, that dude, he'll have a kid with her, and he'll be gone. He'll you know, he won't be messing with her no more. He'll go on to the next chick. And now she's stuck with this dude for the rest of her life because she decided to party and turn up with this dude that was never gonna cuff her, that was never going to settle down with her, that was never going to build with her. And now she's stuck with that dude. So now when she may find a quality dude in her 30s. She may find a quality dude, you know, later in her life. But he may feel like, you know, a little, you know, concerned about it. Because he's like, you know, do I really want to wife up a woman with a baby daddy and 2 kids? And, you know, she still like the party. She got 1 foot out and 1 foot in. A dude may feel like, nah, you know, I may not want to deal with that. I may not want to get into that situation. But, you know, women, you know, they want to take the prime years of their lives, like, and waste them on bad men. And the thing is, the reality is this, you know, women have to understand that men and women are different. We are very different. We can't do the same things. We can't do it. You know, I can't carry a baby for 9 months. I can't I can't do that. You know? And there's things that women that can't do there's things that women can't do that men do. You can't do the same things that men do. We have different biologies. We have different way of lives. We have different ways of thinking. It goes all the way down to our genetic fibers. You are not a man. You can't move like a man. Move like a woman. Move like a woman. Let's get back to it though.
24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody.
That's another thing, you know, these women with these bodies, like, I mean, and I don't know if anybody have seen that video. There's another video where, you know, a man is asking other men. I don't know if anybody have seen this video. I wish I had it queued up. But there's a man doing interviews and he's asking different men, "Hey, do you like BBLs?" I mean, he didn't say that. He said, "Do you like natural bodies or do you like bodies that are with surgery?" And all of the men said natural bodies. All of them said natural bodies. I like natural bodies. Every single man said he liked a natural body. And women, and when he asked women that question, all of them said, men like BBLs. Men like bodies with surgeries. And it just shows you that women, they're not doing that for men's attention. They're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it for men's attention. They're doing it. They're getting BBLs. They're getting surgeries. They're doing all of that for themselves because men like natural bodies. Men like natural bodies. It's women that are saying, no, natural bodies are not good enough. I need to get my breast done. I need to get my butt done. I need the BBL. I need all of this types of thing. It's women that are deeming to do that. It's women that are making that the standard. Don't when these botched surgeries happen and when these women and bless shouts out to them and I hope things work out. But when these botched surgeries do happen, you can't blame it on men's standard of beauty. You have to really look at why are women doing this to themselves? Why are they deeming their bodies not good enough? Because it's not men saying that, you need to do BBL, you need to get a surgery. It's you. It's women standard of beauty. It's your standards of beauty. It's the way you guys feel about yourself, whatever insecurities you're dealing with, that you may need to get therapy for, that you may need to get checked out for, that you may need to do some soul searching, that you may need to get some, help for the way you feel about yourself. Don't put it on men and their standard of beauty because we have no problem with natural bodies and how they look. We have no problem with natural bodies. We love natural bodies. It's women that are making that the standard of beauty. Let's continue.
It looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all...
Sinclair says she is correct. A lot of women are cookie cutter females. Exactly. They are. Very cookie cutter. Honestly, what she's saying is absolutely true. It's like these women are getting these surgeries, and men are not on a crusade telling women to get surgeries. I don't see no man at the forefront, yelling at the mountaintop. Yeah, women get BBL surgeries. Yeah, women get your breasts done. I don't see men doing that. I don't see men, crusading for lip fillers. I don't see men crusading for Botox injections. I see women at the forefront, pushing those things and making those things the standard of beauty,
Y'all are starting to realize that, and then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can't say he had or can have. Simple as...
Exactly. That's what it is in a nutshell. Men don't like women think that having their butt out or all of the thirst trap pictures, they think that that's appealing to a man that wants to cuff them. No, you're attracting men that want to smash you. All of those 3,000 likes that you got on that thirst trap, those were 3,000 men that want to smash you. You think out of the 3,000 men that one man, the number 2,999, he's the man of your dreams. He's the man that's gonna, give you the world and marry you with the white dress and the horse carriage. No. All 3,000 of those men that like that picture want to smash you. You're not attracting quality men. You're attracting trash men that just want to use you, objectify you, violate you, do all types of, foul things to you, not cuff you. They don't want to cuff you. Cuff you for what? No. And, this is like the basic look. No disrespect to this woman, but that's like, the standard look. No disrespect to her, attractive woman. I'm not a fan of the lip fillers, but you know, attractive woman. Um, but yeah, this is what's going on in the in you know the dating sphere. You know, why aren't relationships working like they used to? You don't see men anymore putting their lives on the line. Like you know. Let me just go. Let me just take a detour and talk about men of the past. You know, like men like my grandfather, men like shout out to Reese. I was talking about you earlier, Reese. You needed this message, Reese. Shout out to Reese. You needed this message, man. You know, but you know, men in the past, they used to lay down their lives for women. They used to really lay down their lives. They used to work back-breaking jobs to provide for those women, their livelihoods, their quality of lives. And you're not going to see that anymore. You probably won't see that like you used to. You know, you probably won't see that because men have now deemed a lot of these women, you know, as just, you know, objects of their sexual gratification. They're not deeming them wife quality, respectfully, no disrespect to them. They're not deeming them as, you know, women that they want to, you know, a wife or have kids with. They're deeming some of these women as just, you know, playthings, you know, sadly, very sadly. Reese says, I'm going to go back and watch from the start, pick up some game. Yeah, man, you know. But pretty much in a nutshell, we was talking about how, because this woman, she was breaking down why women, well, actually, why men are not like, you know, interested in women like they used to be. Like, you know, really like, you know, dedicating their lives to a woman. Dedicating their livelihoods, putting their lives on the line. Why we're not seeing men do that anymore? And it's because the overall value of a sector of women, not all, has plummeted. And overall, she also talked about which let me get to this point because this is the point where I was talking about you and Jadero. I had to bring this up. She was talking about how men value exclusivity. Men don't want to be with a woman that has a past of smashing every dude. They want to be able to know that this woman is mine and she's not accessible to every man. She's not accessible to every, you know, guy that comes her way. Men want exclusivity in terms of, you know, women that, you know, that they want to marry, that they want to have relationships with, that they want to have kids with. You know, that's what men are looking for. That's what men are dedicated to. They're not looking for the, you know, the moldy, you know, Subway the moldy sandwich in 7-Eleven. They don't want that. They want the filet mignon. No. You don't want, like, when you go to the club, let's break it down like this. When you go to the club, right? When you go to the club, like, let's say you may never go to the club all the time. You may go like once in a blue moon. You don't want the girl that's there every Friday night. You don't want the girl that's there every Friday, Saturday night. That's not the girl you want. You don't want that one. Cause she done been with, almost respectfully, she done been with every guy that came to the party. She done left home with this dude. She didn't hopped in the car and got a ride back home with this guy. She didn't, you know, she went to the after party with this guy. She went back home with this guy. This other guy went back to her place. You know, this guy, he came to the party. He took her to another party. She has a history. She's there every Friday night. That's not the girl you want. You want the girl that goes to the club just by chance. She went one night with her friend and was just like, you know what? I'll go out with y'all for one night. I don't normally go out. I don't normally go out to clubs, but this one night I'll go there. That's the girl you want. You want the girl that's never there, that just by chance she happened to go to the club with her homegirls. She happened to stumble in that club that night. That's the girl you need to talk to. That's the girl you need to build with. You don't need to be with the girl that's every Friday night. I'm speaking here. I'm preaching here. I'm preaching here. All right. Reese says your cadence is unmatched. Thank you, man. Salute to Reese. You know, meet me at the club. I mean, yeah, you know, you don't want the girl that's going to the club every Friday night. That's not the girl you want. Sinclair says men don't want to invest in an attractive dumpster because it's still a dumpster. Exactly. You know, men don't want the dumpster. Men don't want that. Men don't want the girl that's accessible to everybody. It's good for a one night stand. It's good for a late night smash session. It's good for a late night creep. You know, it's good when you got the blue balls. You know how it is when you got the blue balls, right? You ain't smashed nothing in a while. You know, you having a dry season. You know, it might be good for that, but it ain't good for cuffing. It ain't good for finding a wife, building a home, building a legacy, building a empire, a kingdom. That's not the girl you want to start a family with. You want the girl that goes to the club accidentally. Not the dumpster that's there every night. And I have a popular saying, I call it, because, you know, it's funny that Sinclair brought up dumpster. It's funny that she brought that up because I say that the girl that goes to the club every Friday, the girl that goes to the, you know, to the late night parties every Friday, I say those girls are looking for dumpster sex. I say that they're looking for dumpster sex. They're looking for, you know, crawl in the dumpster outside the club, you know, have some young man straddle them, have a little, you know, late night creep, a little late night session, fun time, you know. They satisfy with that. They have the dumpster sex, you know. The dude may give them a little nickel bag of some Reggie. They blow down in the back seat of a car. She's fine with that, you know. A little small bottle, you know, a little small bottle of Bacardi rum. Knock that back. Blow down some Reggie, some dumpster sex. She's fine with that. She ain't looking for a man to take her out the club. She ain't looking for a man to put a ring on. She ain't looking for a man to upgrade her life. She ain't looking for a man to start a family with. She's fine with that little nickel bag, that small bottle of Bacardi rum, and some dumpster sex. You could also add, you know, like a little late night meal. Like a little late night meal. You know, girls that go to the club every Friday night, you know, they want a little late night meal. Give them a little slice of pizza, maybe some chicken wings and fries. She's satisfied with that. They're not looking for nothing. No, that's all they're looking for. Come on. You know, Reese says the women on dating apps included. Yes. Dating apps have, you know, a lot of those women, they just, you know, they're looking for a little late night creep. They're not looking for a relationship. Most of those women on dating apps, they know what it is. They know that most men, not all, I don't like to make general, but a lot of men that use dating sites, they, you know, some of them are looking for ladies of the night. And women know that. So, you know, a lot of women, they go on those dating sites. They may see a guy that they like and they might, you know, just, you know, they know it's a place where you can pretty much set up, you know, a sexual arrangement, if you will. You know? Sinclair says, do these ladies think she'll be invited to your parents' house or dinner? That's totally out of the question. Can you imagine bringing one of those club rats? One of those, you remember back in the day, you used to call teenagers that go to the mall. They used to call them mall rats. I'm calling the girls that go to the club every Friday. I'm calling them club rats. Club pest. Always in the club. Do you really think you could bring one of those women back home to your mother, to your father? You bring this home. You bring this woman to your house. To your humble home where your mother and your father lay their heads. She's walking in the door, smelling like booty and Hennessy and desperation and regret, smelling like some stale Reggie. Are you really gonna bring that woman into your home to meet your mother, kiss your mother on the cheek? Come on, that's a no-go. You can't do that. You know, Sinclair says half of them catfish with a 10-year photo with a milky eye, yeah, that happens too. The catfish does happen on there. A lot of people get catfished on dating apps. It'd be people up there, old pictures or even pictures that ain't even them. It might be their homegirl picture. It may be a friend's picture. It may be a stranger's picture that they put up there just to talk to somebody. That happens. Sinclair says, you mean dine and dash. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do have to dine and dash on some of them. I ain't gonna lie. I've dined and dashed at least once. I'm not gonna lie. I've dined and dashed on women before. I'm guilty as charged. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to dine and dash. If you're on a date, let me just say this. Any man that's watching this, anybody, if you're on a date, right, and you know that this is not a person that you want to be with, A, that there's no chemistry there, B, you're not going to have relations in any shape, way, or form, C, that there's just nothing there. There's nothing for you to get out of this date. Nothing, on a sexual tip, nothing on a relationship tip, nothing on a chemistry tip. If all of that is non-existent, that you're not going to get nothing out of this date outside of you paying for a meal, and you know how I feel about paying for dinner dates. But if that's the thing, if you're not going to get anything out of the date, dine and dash, walk out, and just leave. Just say, yo, I got to go to the bathroom real quick, and just go dine and dash. I'm sorry, sometimes you got to dine and dash. Why are you going to sit there and go through the motion of a whole date? You're going to go through a emotion of a whole date, and you're not going to get anything out of it. Nothing. What's the point? Just dine and dash, I think if in my opinion, order everything. Get yourself a steak, get yourself some lobster, get yourself some crab legs. Get all the burgers. Get the Buford burger. Get the blue cheese burger. Get the oysters. Get all of it. Get everything. Get the cheddar biscuit. Bring it all out. Tell them I want the whole menu. All out. And then tell her, listen, man, that food was mad good. I go to the bathroom real quick. Go to the bathroom. Dip right out. Get in your car. Speed off in the parking lot. Beep it. Hit the horn twice and go. You got to do it. Yeah. Reese says, I'm going to do that this year on some bunk gang. Yeah, man, you got to take it back. You got to take it back to bunk gang. Yeah. Yeah, just dine and dash, man. Sometimes you got to do that. Sinclair says, that's when you say, check, please, and explain that you have enough friends. That's a fact. You gotta dine and dash, man. If you know that it's not gonna go your way, then like, I just leave. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of sad because, like male and female relations, I don't think they've been this bad in a very long time. We're in a very dark place. I ain't gonna lie. Male and female relations, they're in a dark place. Y'all, I don't know if y'all realize that, but I mean, they really are. Gender wars, I mean, high divorce rates. A lot of women are on depressive medications. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. Where we at in terms of male and female relations, they need to be improved. But if women are gonna go down that path of, the path that they've on, and I'm not saying that men haven't done things as well. Men have done things as well. But if women are gonna go on this opportunistic, I'm gonna thirst trap, I'm gonna show my body, I'm gonna have an OnlyFans, I'm gonna get surgery, I'm gonna get lip fillers, a BBL, and my breasts done, and all. If they're gonna go down that path of like the modern woman, a lot of women are gonna be in a lot of bad situations. You're gonna see more divorces. You're gonna see more single mothers. You're gonna see more of these things. You're going to see more women that's not settling down, that's not going to get married. You're going to see more of it, sadly. Reese says, man, not going to lie, the shorty might make a tweet about me if I dine and dash. Man, you just dine and dash, man. I'm telling you. Dine and dash this shit. Post about it on her story. Yeah, women in today's generation, they're gonna make a little viral moment of you if you try to do it. I'm sure they're gonna pull out their phone or some TikTok or some Instagram. Can you believe this guy tried to dine and dash on me? There was some guy who actually went to prison for that. The dine and dasher. It was some guy who went to prison. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. A guy who went to prison for the dining and dashing. He was like a serial dine and dasher. He was like dining and dashing and on all these different women. And he had to, serial dine and dasher. Oh man, serial dine and dasher strikes again. Yeah, man. I see. Yeah, it was going down. Let me see if I can put it up. Hold on. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Sometimes you gotta dash on them, For your, I mean, you gotta think. Sometimes you gotta do it. Am I frozen? Dang, I think I'm frozen. Am I frozen right now? All right, I think I'm back. All right. But yeah, sometimes you gotta do that, Sometimes you gotta do that. Let me see if I can take this down. Hold on. Yeah, serial dine and dasher, man. Sometimes you gotta dine and dash on them. Well, let me put this up. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is it. Serial dine and dasher.
Ready to be an e-commerce pioneer?
It happens though, I've only done it once. I haven't done it to multiple women.
A story you'll only see on CBS 2. A third woman has now come forward to say a man who's been accused of
serial dine and dasher
did it to her. CBS 2's Henry Fuji is live in Pasadena.
See, this a real one right here. He a serial dine and dasher. He doing it to multiple different women. He known. He on the dating app every day, getting free meals. Let's be honest. Let me just lay this thing out real quick. Let me just, cause this is kind of hilarious. But let's be real. Let's just be real for a second, right? Women use men for free meals. I don't know how many of you guys know that. How many of you guys know that? Like, I did a popular podcast with one of my female friends. I should play that. And she talks about how women use men to get free meals. Like they'll look into their refrigerator, they'll look into their freezer. There might not be no food in there, maybe low, she may be low on funds, and she'll call up one of the dudes on her phone and get a free meal. So women do this to men. But the serial dine and dasher, they wanna make him a criminal, make him a bad guy. But let's go back to the story though.
With this cautionary tale, Andrea.
Cautionary tale.
Oh, Rick, this
all
is
those free meals women have gotten.
Dine and Dasher left his date with the check. And we just spoke with this woman tonight who says she wants to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. As this woman, we'll call Beth, scrolls through her text messages with Paul Gonzalez, she says she thought she was just going on a typical blind date.
Are you available at all this weekend for dinner? And I said, yes. How about
he was setting it up. He was like, yo, listen, where you trying to eat at? You trying to eat at Red Lobster? You trying to go to Roof Chris? He was trying to get a quality meal out of her. He ain't telling her to pull up at Starbucks. He ain't telling her to pull up at no Wendy's. He say, "Hey, yo, let's go to a 5-star restaurant." Hey, you ever been to that posh steakhouse on the other side of town? That's what he was telling her. He was trying to get a good meal. Can you blame him?
Beth, who wants to hide her identity, says they met on the dating app Bumble, though he called himself Dave Gonzalez and has since taken down his profile. These are Facebook pictures of him. She said when they met at BJ's in Pasadena, he ordered right away. She says after he scarfed down most of his meal, he got up.
He was... He was scoffing down the man. He was eating good, man. He was eating good. I'll bet he was, man. I don't blame him. I don't.
Left maybe like half a baked potato, and then received a phone.
And the wine and the potato. He had the wine, the potatoes, he had the steak, he had all of that. He was stuffing his face. I don't blame him.
And said, oh, I need to take this call. Make sure they don't take the rest of my meal.
But he
hit her with one of those. He didn't hit her with the bathroom. Most dudes hit them with the bathroom. They say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom right quick. Oh, excuse me. He hit her with the call. I gotta take this call. I got this important phone call. He hit her with one of those. Okay.
Says he never returned, leaving her with the bill.
I thought that anybody would do this. So, and I even texted him and I said, is everything okay? And he obviously never responded, but I thought.
Why would he? He got his free meal already. He already ate. And you already know he went home and he slept good. He had the itis. He probably had the thumb in his mouth. Sleeping like a baby in his bed.
What happened, and he never responded.
Beth says she.
And I ain't gonna lie. If you probably go down in his history, some woman probably hurt him. Some woman probably did it to him. I think some woman, if you ask me, I think some woman used him for a meal one time, and he didn't like the way that felt. He probably went to a nice restaurant with a woman at one point in his history. This is what I think. And he probably paid for a meal and spent all this money on a nice meal. And the woman just, pretty much used him for a meal. She probably never called him back, never texted him back. He never heard from her, right? So he probably felt like, yo, I'm gonna get women back. I'm gonna be a serial dine and dasher. That's what I think. I think a woman pulled this out of him, in my opinion.
Online and discovered our
they say hurt people hurt people.
Gonzalez, how he had dined and dashed last summer, leaving at least 2 other women with large bills. Police say he also committed a snip and ditch, where security video caught him leaving a Burbank hair salon with his smock on after getting a cut and color last year.
So he did it to the barber too.
Beth says the restaurant was nice enough to comp Gonzalez.
He's jacking everybody.
This is the receipt. She only had to pay for his glass of wine. She now hopes this
Oh, he just got a
doesn't
glass
happen
of
again
wine.
to another unsuspecting
Okay.
date.
For him to stop doing this to people, because it's just disgusting.
Now, look at the stigma of this right here. This kind of bothers me. People talk about the double standards. Like, let's be honest here. Women have used men for dinner so many times. How many men, like honestly, how many men throughout history have took women to dinner dates, right? To dinner dates, and they fed them, they gave them a good time, they made sure they got whatever they wanted, whether it was steak, lobster, crab legs, spent a lot of money on their meals. And after the date was done, that woman blocked them, that woman never called them, that woman never texted them. But we don't, y'all not coming after those women. You're not coming after those women that use those men for a meal, use them for a free meal, use them for, a steak, a lobster. You're not going after those women, but y'all mad at this man that, he wanted to be a Don and Dasher. He wanted to partake in that lifestyle. That's a double standard, in my opinion. It's a double standard. Reese understand what I'm saying. He's talking about she's talking about it's disgusting. How is it disgusting? Oh man, crazy. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, sometimes you gotta dine and dash, man. Sometimes you gotta dine and dash. Ain't nothing wrong with a little dine and dashing, man. But in my opinion, it's just like, female and male relations, they're just I keep putting out girl up. Female and male relations, they're just in a bad place right now, And I really feel bad for future generations. I think our generations are messed up. Maybe the future generations, maybe there's some time for them to change the narrative, change how things are perceived, and change how, the relationships are between men and women. But man, yeah, it's in a bad spot, man. It's in a bad spot, man. If you got a good woman, or you met like a good woman, you need to stay with her, man, because it's not easy out here. It's not easy for women either. It's not easy for women. It's not easy for men neither, though. It's not easy. Sinclair says dine and dash makes the news. Exactly, right? People getting, robbed and murked and all this other stuff, and wars around the world, and the dine and dash makes it's crazy. And that woman talking about it's disgusting. Like, come on, what's disgusting about it? Some guy, pretty much scammed you for a free meal. That's all it was, man. Plenty of men have been scammed for free meals before. A woman, he's talking to some girl acting like she like him. Yeah, let's go. See, the funny thing, it happened to me before. I took a girl a long time ago. I took a girl on a dinner date, and I thought we was having a good time. This is when I was paying for dates. I don't pay for dates no more. This is a long time ago. But I had paid for a date. I ain't taking her nowhere expensive though. I took her to the diner. I wasn't taking even back then. I wasn't taking women to no expensive dinner dates. But but I took her to the diner. The meal was like about $30 to $40, and she pretty much ghosted me, and I was like, she just pretty much used me for a free meal. I mean, should I go after her? Should I call the police and get my $40 back that I spent on that meal? Should I contact the police because I felt like she robbed me? She scammed me. When you got these women, they mad that some guy dined and dashed. I mean, should I prosecute that woman for dining and dashing on me? Sinclair says, where do you go to meet good people? Reese says the library. Where do you go to meet good people? That's a good question. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. You're going to meet good people in places that you have a hobby in. Let's say you have a hobby in, let's say you like the wine, you like to sip and paint. Let's say you like to paint. You like to paint. It's a hobby. It's something that you enjoy. I mean, you enjoy, you have a passion in. I think that you'll find somebody good in that because you have someone that has a common interest. It's something that you like or that you have a passion for. So I think that's something that you have a passion for. Let's say it's like somebody like Reese. Reese likes to do music, right? He may meet a girl at a concert. He may meet a girl at some type of music festival or some type of music industry event that, you know, are helping unsigned artists. He may meet a girl there. Like I think that you can meet good people in places that you have a hobby in, right? Because let's be honest, you're not gonna meet them in a club. You're not gonna meet a good person in a club. You're not gonna meet them in a bar. You know, you're not gonna meet them there. You know, you may get lucky and, you know, walk down the street one day and find a good person that, you know, just by chance, just, you know, just some miracle, you know, you may meet a nice girl walking down the street. That may happen, right? But I think more than likely you meet someone that, you know, you have a passion, that, you know, whatever your hobby is. I think that you could find somebody good in that passion. I mean, that's what I think. You know, let's say you like to go to church. You like to go to church. You know, I think that if you like to go to church and stuff like that, maybe you'll find somebody in that church because that's something that you enjoy to do. You love to go to church. So maybe you'll find somebody that loves to go to church. You find somebody that you have a common interest with. You know, that's what I think. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, my opinion. Sinclair says check-in gets a shake with 2 straws waiting for That's not what happened. Nah. You know what the date was? I'm gonna tell y'all what it was. All right. So listen. I thought the date was going good. It wasn't like that. She didn't dine and dash me. It wasn't like that. We went through the whole motion. From me picking her up to me taking her to the place where we were going to eat to me dropping her off. Like, we went through the whole motion. And I'm thinking like the date. Did I think that it was the best date that I've ever been on? No, I don't think it was the best date that I was on. Did I put some incredible G on her? No. Did I really go in and really try to show her a good time? No. But you know what it was when we're talking. It kind of felt like, you know, like I couldn't really tell if she was feeling me or not. Like when you're on a date, you can kind of gauge if somebody likes you, or you kind of gauge if somebody has an interest in you. I couldn't feel her out for some reason. I wasn't like it. Something just wasn't connecting. It was like, you know, she could like me or she couldn't. I wasn't sure. So I didn't really put no incredible G on her like that, to be honest. Just being honest. But she didn't dine and dash me. I dropped her off, and then, you know what I mean? I texted her, and, you know, she never wrote me back, you know? Just tried to, you know. She did text me back eventually, but it was like she didn't, like, you know, she wasn't really on me like that. She wasn't really trying to talk to me. She wasn't really, I was like, yo, you know, she got me. She got me for a free meal, you know? That's how I looked at it. She got me for a free meal. You know? She got me for a free meal. Did you have a coupon? No, I didn't have no coupon. It was a diner. There's no coupons for a diner. I took her to a diner. Did you have a coupon? Oh man, Sinclair is a comedian, man. Nah, that's crazy. Reese says, "What type of food was it?" It was at a diner. I got a burger at a diner. That's what I got. I forgot what she got. She might have got like a chicken salad or something like that. I got like a burger. Yeah. I thought the date. I didn't think the date was perfect. I'll be honest. I didn't think that the date. It wasn't like my best date. Like, you know what I mean. I didn't think it was perfect, but I thought it was okay. Like, you know, like you ever been on a date where you feel like, you know, this date is not really going that well, but it's not like the worst date I've ever been on. That's how I felt. I felt like, you know, it's not going incredible or the best date ever, but it's okay. Like it's an okay date. Like it's an okay date. Like I could keep a conversation. I could keep it going. And like we was vibing on our conversation. Like we was having a good conversation at the table, and like, you know, I picked her up. I didn't tell her to meet me there, so I thought it was like, you know, it's an okay date. You know, but you know, she wasn't feeling me. I was like, oh, you ain't fully feeling the kid, and you know what I mean? You know, you scammed me for $40. She scammed me, you know. She scammed me for the $40, man. I needed that $40, man. You know, I've been scammed by women before. I've been scammed for more than that by women, to be honest with you. That's not even the worst. I've been scammed for more than that. You know? Sinclair says, reading the room, huh? Yeah, you know, I was trying to read her. But I mean, to me, it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't coming full circle. For some reason, I just, you know, I felt like, you know what it was too? Like when we was texting, she was like really on me. You know what I mean? Like she was really on me. And then, you know, maybe she felt like I catfished her. I don't know. Cause for some reason she was on me when I met her. But like, you know what I mean? The date was going okay, but then like all of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Y'all making me think about it now. Like, wait a minute. Why did that date go awry? I'm kind of... It wasn't one of my best dates though. I can admit that. I didn't put no incredible G on her. I really didn't. Reese says she missed out. Yeah, I mean, I you know, listen, man. I've had bad dates. I've had good dates. You know, that wasn't one of my shining moments. Reese says you got your get back and did the dash. Yeah, I did dine and dash. That it was not so long after that. It was probably like a year or two after that, like that had happened. But I've only done it once. I've only dined and dashed once. Like, I would do it again too. If a date wasn't going my way, if I had another one of those type of dates, I probably would have dined and dashed on her. It's a fact. Sinclair says, chick making eye contact until the bill Yeah, you know, listen, man, I don't know what was up with her, man. That was like a that was a wild situation. The best date I've ever had was me in a car with this white girl, and we just drunk some beers. That was the best day I've ever had. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was probably the best day I ever had. Which goes to show you ain't gotta spend a bunch of money, man. You ain't gotta spend a bunch of money, man. I got me a couple beers, sat in the car with this white girl. We had a good old time, man. We were just talking, you know, vibing, you know. Have a little smash session, you know. It was a good date. It's a good date, man. I mean, come on, man. That's how you got to do it. But yeah, you know, it's crazy though. But Yeah, man. That's just how it is, man. That is just how it is. But, you know, we got to improve the male and female relations, man. We really have to. But I'm going to see you guys on another stream. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to Reese. Hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. But I'm going to see you guys on another stream on another night. Salute to all the mods. Salute to Sinclair, Reese, Nelly, Trenches, Jadera. Salute to all the mods. Salute to everybody. But I'm going to see you guys on another stream, another day. We out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. We out.